as they get a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
2 yards.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 37-yard attempt.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Tackled by Alex Highsmith. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That one good for 37 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
To number 13.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the Colts
creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11.
2nd and 2. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Switch.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? On the return, Andy Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
I love the way you use the the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Taylor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the Colts field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
58.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Steelers.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
55, Mike, 55.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got up.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
The tackle made
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Wentz going to run with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
B.J. Goodson made the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start on the ground with Milage. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And 9.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Colts
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where...
Party going up. A champ